Hello and welcome to my Konmari journey where I'm working through the life-changing magic of tidying up. Currently I am working through the kimono section of this process, which is all of the miscellaneous categories. The last category that I did was electrical equipment and appliances, including many mystery cords. So if you missed that video, I'll go ahead and link it above so you can go check that one out and then come back when you're caught up. Today we are going to be doing household equipment, which is category number 7 of this kimono section. Now, as far as any details for this category, Marie just lists stationery and writing materials, sewing kits, etc. Now, I am a seamstress as a hobby, so I'm going to not do any of my sewing materials right now. I'm going to save those for the hobby section, and instead I'm going to focus on our office supplies. I'm not a big stationery person, but we do have a little office area, and we're going to go through all those supplies, and we're going to get rid of things that do not spark joy. So come on and let's go check out the office area. Okay, so this is our little office area. This is my husband's desk and things. We need to take out the trash. And it's right next to the front door, which means it becomes a drop-off place for everything. Lots of junk mail, random papers, bags, and etc. And if you're hearing birds, that's because they're right here next to the office. And they will probably be loud, but they're so cute. Okay, so this desk does not have a ton of storage. It does have some open shelves down here, which I'm not a fan of because the things that we have on them are not really aesthetically appealing. There is a 3-drawer divider, which some of that stuff is office supplies, some of that stuff is my husband's, but I'm going to go through it and at least get all the office supplies out, another computer. Our printer, we have some storage under the printer, envelopes, paper, some labels. This is a junk drawer. Yeah, that's scary. And the filing cabinet, the bottom 2 actually do have files in them, but the top drawer needs some work. And then on top, I just have the screwdriver as well as the external hard drives that I did in the last category, but I didn't put them away because where they usually belong, I knew I was going to be going through next. So what I'm going to do here is pull all of this stuff out. I do also, our laundry room is over there in the corner. Oh yeah, messy stuff. That's my junk pile. That's where I leave my stuff when I come in the door. But in the laundry room, you can see there's a shelf up there. We also do have some office supplies up there, so I'm going to get all that out and we're going to go through that. Oh, these are all of our office supplies. So just to kind of take you through what we have over here, I have a couple, we'll start in the back. I have the battery holder, and I also have flashlight, which needs to be put together and stored. It's our emergency flashlight. We have some program CDs, all of our pens and stuff, some tape and staplers, those kinds of office-y supplies, envelopes, lots of CD and DVD supplies, which we bought years ago for the photography business, and then we switched to getting custom DVD cases from one of our labs, and so these have not been used in forever, and yeah, I don't know why we have them. Oh, some cards, some business supply things, some labels, which again we haven't used in forever, paper, mystery papers, and those are the 3 drawers for my husband's organizer. I'm not quite sure what's in there, but I'm at least going to go through so I know what's in there. So this is a lot of stuff, so I think I am going to go through this off camera just because it's so much and I don't want this video to be like a half an hour long. So I'm going to go through. I might check in once or twice and so you guys can see how I'm getting on. Okay, so I just want to do a little check-in. These so far are the items that I'm keeping. Back in the back are the things that haven't been gone through yet. Over here I have some stuff in the trash, and these are all office supplies that we're getting rid of. I haven't decided if these things are worth donating or if I should just throw them away. I don't know, I have to think about that. I'm trying to think of them at a thrift shop if anybody would buy this kind of stuff. It does seem kind of a waste to throw it away, so I might have to do a little bit of research and see where I can donate these to. And I also realized that before I had forgotten to get this drawer out. Yay! It's not all office supplies, it's actually a lot of tools, but I would put those under household equipment as well. So yeah, that needs to be gone through as well. Okay, so I finished going through everything. This over here is our keep pile. And then the drawers back here, I put all of our software in one. One is empty, and then the last one is my husband's things, which I didn't go through, but I did condense into one box. This pile right here is stuff I'm going to ask my husband about because I'm pretty sure all of it can go. We have a lot of some different bits and bobs that we had from the photography business, and since we're not doing that anymore, I feel like we can get rid of these, or at least most of them. This is the box, the tool drawer. It's still very messy, but I got rid of all the junk out of there, any of the loose pieces and stuff. Neither of us are really the handy type, so we don't really use this drawer too much, so I'm okay with it for now. And we didn't really add anything to that pile, but we did add some more stuff to the trash. And here's the finished office area. So you can see that on these two little open shelves, I only have our loose change jar and our little cup of pens. Everything else has found a better home. There's our document organizer for things that get used often. And I didn't show this, but I did go ahead and do my normal desk paper clean off. And also wipe down it because it got kind of dirty. The drawers. The one drawer of personal items, my husband's. An empty drawer. And again, those are our software. Printer. Down here, it looks pretty much the same. That was a lot of our more frequently used items. This tool drawer, which is still very messy, but a lot better than it was before. And lastly, this top drawer. Oh, look, it's so clean. There's only things in here that we're actually going to use. The battery holder got rehomed in here. We used to go through a lot more batteries when we were doing the photography businesses for all of our equipment, but we don't go through them as often, so they don't have to be so readily as accessible. Same thing with the packing tape. We used to use it when we did a lot of shipping of products for the photography business. And then just the rest of our little office-y supplies. And that's it. Okay, so just to wrap up from this task, I feel pretty good about it. I feel like our office area is a lot more organized, and we got rid of a lot of useless items that we were holding on to. I still don't feel really good about the fact that I'm not sure what to do with my office supplies that are still perfectly usable, but that we don't really need, because I'm not sure I really want to just throw them away, but I'm not exactly sure if there would be any use to anyone if I donated them just to like a Goodwill or a thrift shop. So that's something that it's going to have to be attended to at a later date. And I also had a couple of items that I need to double check with my husband, even though I'm pretty sure that we're going to be able to discard them. I feel like this task took a little bit longer time-wise, but I feel like part of that was just because a lot of this area has been so messy for so long that I haven't really been able to clean properly, so it was very dusty, and so I had those cleaning tasks to do when everything was pulled out. So that definitely added to the time. So that's a wrap for this task. The next task, let me see what Marie says to do next. Okay, the next task is household supplies.